Hello everyone. Today is September 1st. Welcome to the first Konveyor community meeting. We abide by Konveyor Code of Conduct, which means please be nice to one another. If you are interested in reading about the governance in the Code of Conduct, they are linked on the top of the agenda. Please feel free to take a look at it. Now, moving on to the agenda. Let's get started by introducing ourselves. I'll go first. My name is Savita, and I am one of the conveyor maintainers, and I have been working with the conveyor project for a while now. And I'm looking forward to work more, uh, getting involved in the community, and then seeing where else I could help. And I'll be your host for today. Who wants to go next? And if you don't want to go, that's totally fine. You can put a message in the chat and I can read it out.
See, that might be good. Maybe you can just read the attendee list and you can coordinate who goes. So.
Oh, I can do that. All right, I'm gonna get started with Ramon.
Hi everyone, Ramon Roman here, product manager for the migration toolkit for applications in Red Hat, and coordinating the contributions on the Red Hat side for the Tackle project.
Thank you. Next was John.
Hey everyone, John Matthews, based out of Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm one of the engineering managers on various tools, playing with everyone else.
Thanks, John. Next up is Vince.
Hey everybody, Vince Gonzola. I'm also in Raleigh with Red Hat, and I'm a user experience designer. I've been working on most of the migration tools for a number of years now.
Thank you, Vince. Next up is Marek. I hope I got your name right. If not, please tell me how to pronounce it.
Yeah, it's right. My name is Marek. Hey, I'm based in Brno, Europe, Czech Republic. I'm working as an engineer on the Konveyor Tackle project.
Thank you for joining the call today, Marek. And next up is Todd.
Hey, Todd Sanders with Red Hat, engineering manager involved in a number of the migration and modernization tools.
Thank you, Todd. Next up is Dana.
I am Dana Price. I've worked with a bunch of you guys for a long time. I'm an architect in IBM responsible for modernization, and most recently we got the Open Liberty target as a destination for Tackle, which is exciting, and I do a lot of collaboration across with research, so looking for more. Good to see everybody again.
That sounds wonderful. Welcome to the meeting, Dana. Next up is Ashok.
Hi everyone, this is Ashok. I'm from IBM Research, and I'm part of the MotoCube tool team in Konveyor, and we look at transforming application artifacts and creating the Kubernetes and the Docker containerization aspects of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashok. And next up is Tiger. We are all going around and introducing ourselves, and we all just went, and you are the next up on the line. Would you like to say something, or would you like to drop something in the chat about yourself?
Sure. So my name is Tiger, and I work on the OADP team. I joined last year in July, and it's been over a year now. So, yeah, happy to be here.
Welcome to the meeting, everyone. It's so nice to see everyone, and I have met and interacted with some new people today, and I'm looking forward to meeting more new folks, new contributors, and more exciting things to come up. So I will move on to the agenda now. The first up is, as you all know, the Konveyor project has been accepted by CNCF as a sandbox project, and we have a bunch of things to do to get the project onboarded into CNCF. If you would like to look into the progress, there is a link on the agenda. If you click into that, it'll take you through this issue that I'm working through with other Konveyor team members, and you can see the progress here. We are hoping to get this all done in the next coming month. And hopefully, if I need anything, I will reach out to you all. And please, one of the things that's gonna be changing would be adding a license to all the projects in the Konveyor org. And please be on the lookout for an email from one of the Konveyor maintainers. We will send out well in advance when we're gonna enable the license and like the license requirement. Not the license. Sorry. Oh my God, I was thinking, what am I saying wrong? So it's the DCO or the contributor license agreement. One of the things. So once that is enabled, and all the commits would have to be signed. So we'll send out a mail. Please be on the lookout for that. And that is one of the updates from me. And I'm gonna go back to the discussion. The next up is there's going to be a Konveyor Hackfest at OpenShift Commons Gathering. It's gonna be focusing on the tackle assessment and tackle assessment. So if you are interested, please be on the lookout for the invites. There is no registration link that I'm aware of. I think once that's available, I think I can share that with you all if you're interested. And if you know any of the partners or anyone who wants to attend the Hackfest, please put them in touch with me or Tam. We can get that going. That's the major update that I have. And we have come to the end of the agenda, and I want to open it up for discussion. So if you all have any questions, please feel free to raise your hands or like unmute yourself and talk. This is a silent group. It's tough.
That was quick.
I know. And in the forthcoming meetings, if you want to see something in the community meetings, please let me know or let one of the maintainers know. We would like to accommodate if you want to hear about updates, or if you are looking for something in particular, please feel free to throw that in the agenda. And we meet bi-weekly, and all the recordings are going to be available. So if you're in a place where you might not be able to make the meetings, we are in for asynchronous collaboration. So you can always start a chat in the Konveyor Slack channel. And one of us or the community will jump into the Slack and help you out if you need something. And that's all from me. Does anyone have anything else? I'm gonna go. Oh, please.
Yeah, so there's just a quick thing. So Raman, I'm not sure whether this is the right meeting or we can set up a separate meeting on it, but just wanted to see whether want to have a holistic view of the different tools and how they connect to each other. We did talk about the Tackle Hub and how they are, how it is going to work, and also look at from the perspective of end-to-end story, like what we did last year, and see whether there is a tool-based connections that needs to be built, and streamline the features from the different tools to enable that. Do you think the governance call is the right one, or the technical architecture forum, or should it be a one-on-one calls between the maintainers?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, this is all a work in progress. So there's this interest in focusing everything on Tackle, which doesn't necessarily mean that we wouldn't be building the rest of the projects. It's just a matter of having all fully integrated in a cohesive user story. What we have seen is that the Tackle project is the one that's getting the most traction out there. So it's just a matter of mean, refocusing the resources. But yeah, maybe we can get together and discuss and get technical. I don't know if this would be the correct forum for that.
Sure. Probably we can have a separate call to discuss the details and then come back to the governance board.
Absolutely.
And, talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that this call is a great call to just what we just did, to raise up, hey, we want to talk about something, and then we follow up later with a different meeting and go into technical ones. And then this is probably the one where everyone comes together for all the main things we want to try to figure out what we want to do. But then I think the separate calls would probably be better for the technical pieces.
Sure.
I think we have this Konveyor Technical Architecture Forum for the technical things.
You got
right?
it, Daniel. Yep.
Yeah.
And we can always have other ones too, because that's monthly. And something like this, maybe we don't have to wait that long. But yeah, that's a perfect place. What I would love us to get to is the area where we discuss stuff through issues and enhancements. And then when we have these other calls like the technical architecture forum, we can go deep into the enhancements and try to make sure what we're building is the right thing and bring everything else up. But it sounds like in addition to that, there's also some things right now about the strategy and what do we do with strategy and how do things come together. And as Ramon mentioned, we're all figuring this out right now and refocusing.
Sure.
One of the
Go ahead.
topics. One of the topics I would like to discuss maybe on specific meeting or technical meeting is upstream testing approaches for the conveyor or tackle, like how we design and think of upstream testing, who is designing it, who is maintaining. Like I would like to see maybe quality engineering, my group, more involved in upstream testing, and maybe I can taking more ownership there, because I feel that they have like maybe most of the experience in developing tests. And I don't know.
Would love that.
Yeah.
Please. That would be great. And one thing, just to say what we could do right now to go through this, and this kind of recap what we did yesterday in the technical architecture forum. We've called out a need for upstream testing. So we're at the point now to say that we really want upstream testing. We have to have this to be successful. This is a firm. If we don't have it, we will not be successful. We need something in the contributor guidelines where anyone that's bringing a contribution, they know how they can run a test, how they can develop a test for a contribution. We will not accept a contribution that's code related if it's not tested. So we are trying to work towards that piece where contributions have to come in with testing. And the very first step of this is baby steps, so we can do this in a sane approach. So we are exploring right now, how could we do a pattern where we can test things locally and then be able to test things through GitHub. So just a very simple thing. We have Minikube, you have your laptop, make sure you can run your tests local, and then make sure those same tests get run when they're in GitHub. That's what we're trying to go towards. The first one we're trying here is, can we leverage GitHub Actions? And David presented yesterday to go over an approach that maybe could work there. We're in a really good spot now, Danny. If you want anyone to kind of get involved, we could sync up with David right now on that and just to start to see how could we leverage this, how can we get it run with GitHub Actions. The approach we're trying to go with is to take something that's tangible. So right now we're taking the Tackle wind-up integration, that add-on, and we are working through so we can run tests on that and get it plugged in. We don't know much about what the test framework would look like. We don't know how to write this. What do we want? There's a lot of things we don't know. It's a perfect time for those folks who do know to come in and try to help and then lead that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'll start connecting the people. What is good currently in Tackle, because it's an upstream, so all our tests are upstream there. There is no downstream, and it's all there. And I know that Jeff was already trying and running some without the CI, running the upstream tests. Maybe the first thing that we can do is, like, once David has some things, that we can try to run the existing upstream tests. They are currently UI based, but maybe we will develop with time. We already had plans to think about something basic with API, but I think we are in the good direction there.
Oh, that sounds like a wonderful topic to have discuss about it. And Daniel, if you would like to start a thread, or if you would like to sync with David first, let me know if I could help in any other way. If not, we can circle back in the next meetings, or we can decide where it is the right place to talk about these things, like Conveyor Tech Arc meeting, or any other new meetings if you want to set up just with contributors to talk about all technical stuff, change the cadence. We can discuss all about all that in this meeting and take actions.
Sure. Good idea. Write an action item on me. I'll start a thread on the upstream testing initiative and connect the David and other people. And let's see if we need a.
That sounds awesome.
And Zvita, I had one question. This is a good example of something we want to, I'm guessing, probably start out with an email thread. And I know that we have several mailing lists. So when we're here, just on the Conveyor one, I think we have 2 in Conveyor, Conveyor IO, and then Conveyor Community. And then we also have the sub-projects on the dev lists. It's probably a good thing if we can give guidance to everybody about what our mailing lists are and where may be good. Because like this one, I don't know if this would be appropriate for Tackle Dev, or would it be appropriate for maybe Conveyor IO. And I was assuming Conveyor IO is the larger group that we have, I think, a few hundred people on right now. I don't know what we're intending to use that for. Is that for more for an announcements, or is that more for develop contributions? And then, or would we go into the Tackle Dev? So it's just something that we have to figure out and give a little bit of guidance.
I think that is a really important topic of discussion, and probably I can come up with some things, and we can discuss in the next meeting. I can model it against some of the CNCF successful projects, how they do it. If we need to like have multiple lists, or since we are a small project, we can even decide like if we want to go with like 2 or 3 lists, one for development, one for just announcements to be the community one, not spam a lot with the technical discussion, but like big important things. Or whenever we have like a process change, design change, we can always put that in the community, and also in Devil, like CC multiple list. We can definitely come up with something, some guidance, and add it to our community repo so that folks are aware.
Great.
All right. I have captured to the best of my ability. If I have missed anything, please feel free to add it to the agenda, expand it. I'll go back and expand it as much as I can, as much as I remember. Otherwise, I'll watch the recording and expand it. If I have missed anything, please let me know. I think I'm going to ask again once. Do you all have any other topic of discussion?
I missed the beginning, but there was some discussion about the Conveyor project's contents. Is it James was supposed to be getting updated? Like, is it any updates on this? We would like to discuss about it. Anything now? It's just like in a discussion. What's up with it?
That might line up to the same topic that Ashok brought up, kind of like thinking about the holistic view, where things go, what's the future strategy. And we were thinking that we need that, and that would be a good follow-up call to kind of go into.
I also think that there's going to be a community update call. I'm not sure if that's going to go over all these details, but it'd be a good feedback to let James know that folks in the community are looking towards knowing about general updates and what's going on.
I think it would be good to have a view of the future plan for the update call, because when we go and say we are going to we have the CNCF sandboxing, we can put the full picture rather than some disconnected tools. At least, even if not now, we can say this will come in the next 6 months or so.
Sounds good. I don't have answer to any of these things, so I'll probably sync up with my managers and I will get back once I have something, or one of the conveyor maintainers will get back on that. Is there anything else? Going once, twice, thrice. All right, everyone. It was nice meeting you all, and I'm hoping to see you all in the next two. And I think we have ours bi-weekly, so it'll be after 2 weeks. And if you can't make it, I'm hoping that I will also start a thread. I will post the agenda and stuff a day before the meeting. And if you cannot make it the meeting, it's fine. Just go and put your questions and thoughts in the Slack, and I will bring them all to the agenda, and we'll go through that during the meeting. And if we have some answers, I'll follow up. So it's one thing, and I want to make sure that everyone's welcome, irrespective of the time zones. So if you have feedback on that, please let me know. That's all from me. I will give you all 20 minutes back. See you all in 2 weeks.
Thank
All
you.
right. Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Bye, Savita. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
running it.
Thank you.